It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
And welcome back to another episode of the Pink and Max podcast. This is episode 11, week 11 of the NFL season. We have more NBA stuff going on, a lot of sports going. No, it's only really two sports.
Yeah, only really two sports, but
it's exciting.
It's okay.
We love it. It's going good. NBA's got a lot of injuries going on at the moment.
We do.
We will talk about that in a little bit, but right now we're going to focus a little bit on the NFL. Like I said, week 11 of the NFL season. A lot of different storylines going on. The AFC East is looking like how the AFC East used to look about 5 years ago. The Patriots had about a 2 to 3 year break before potentially starting a new dynasty. That's a stretch, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Especially as a Jets fan, I don't want to hear that. Drake May's looking pretty good for them.
He's looking really good.
They're first in the AFC East. Buffalo Bills are second. Obviously, the Jets are last. Dolphins are third. Tua's actually not doing terrible for his last couple of games, surprisingly.
For his last couple of games, he's not doing terrible. But, I mean, when you ain't got nothing to lose, you kind of play better. It's okay.
And then the NFC South, the Panthers are, a game and a half behind first place?
I think so.
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. Like a problem, man.
Look at that. The Carolina Panthers, this is something I was not expecting to say. They have the chance to make the playoffs. Isn't that something?
I never thought I would have said that again since Cam Newton, bro.
The Cam Newton days was the last time they were able to do it. They went through it. I remember last time they tried Andy Dalton and it didn't work out. So now the Bryce Young effect is actually working. I had a feeling that, actually, believe it or not, I had a feeling that he'd do much better this season, but I still thought they were going to be bad. They are mediocre.
I think everybody had a stronger feeling that he was going to do better this season, but it's all about what they give him. First of all, Bryce Young is 5'10", bro. He cannot see over the offensive line. So if you got somebody pushing against him that's 6'4", 6'5", even 6 foot and above, he can't see past that. So you got to help bro out.
Yeah, and moving on to another division, the AFC North. They are, and that's one of the more interesting divisions in the NFL. You know, the Cleveland Browns are they're definitely a team. They're they get rid of Joe Flacco and they go right back to looking like the same old Browns. And Myles Garrett is in a foxhole, averaging like 2 to 3 sacks a game,
Myles
losing.
Garrett is currently on pace to break the sack record, but not break the sack record in a single season. Break the sack. Bro, he's on pace to get 25 and a half sacks.
Yeah, so let's see.
If he breaks that record by that much, that's scary.
It is scary. And the AFC North is, again, like I said, one of the more interesting conferences.
The last four games, I think he's averaging like almost 4 sacks a game, bro.
It's absurd. So in the last 3 weeks, I think he's had about 11 sacks maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's like he just caught up.
It's ridiculous. He had that 5-sack game.
Brian Burns has 13 sacks right now.
Mm-hmm. He had that 5-sack game, and he was like, you know what? The offense isn't really producing, so let me see what I can do.
Let me do it.
And unfortunately, it's not really turning out to the best of what he'd hope. Dylan Gabriel hadn't been performing as much as fans probably wanted to in the Cleveland side of the area.
Dylan Gabriel
concussed. So
he is definitely concussed, and I will say, I will give the benefit of the doubt. I am not a Dylan Gabriel fan, but what I will give the benefit of the doubt for, Dylan Gabriel has to go through media. He also has to go through coaching, and he also has to go through game day situations with not having the best offense out there, and also he has to go through Cleveland Brown fans. Bless you. Good 3 job. Good 3. But anyway, he also has to go through the fans. And the fans want Shedeur Sanders, obviously. And it's kind of unfair for a person to go through that when you're trying to give a team all you can, but they don't want you to play.
Yeah,
and I think that's unfair.
I do have some comments to say about Shedeur Sanders. As much as I think he won't be great, I will say, despite him having a rough outing, yes, you can blame it on the line. Yes, you could say that the pick was because he was heavily pressured.
No, he wasn't heavily pressured, bro. He got hit sticked. Like, it was bad.
Still. It wasn't a great showing for what he was put into. Again, I understand that he really didn't play much with the first team throughout practices over the first 10 weeks of the season, which I still find to be ridiculous.
At all.
Doesn't even matter if you're third string. You got drafted, and you're probably expected to play quarterback for this team, especially after Joe Flacco got traded. You should have immediately started at least getting reps with him on the first team. I will say that. Now, I will also say, I was talking to you about this earlier. His final drive at the end of the game was really good. I think there was only one pass, and that was the potential touchdown pass in the left sideline that was overthrown. I think it was to David Njoku. I could be wrong.
No, I don't know if it was or not. I think it might have been a receiver, but
It was a receiver. My
at the
bad.
end of the game, he threw it to David Njoku for a pass breakup, and that was the end of the game.
But that was on the money. The thing is, it was probably just a tad bit underthrown, but it was still a good throw.
Good defense.
I will say.
The DBs played great defense for Baltimore. You can't even get mad at good defense.
That final drive did show some potential. Now, the real test will be next week for the Browns to really see how Shedeur can handle an entire game.
His first game is against the Raiders.
So, yeah.
Now, as bad as the
upcoming
Raiders
Sunday.
are, their defense, that defensive line, man, Max Crosby is a problem, and he will be in your face all game. If you overcome that and you play a good game and you win as your first game ever starting, you're already in the history books technically for a Cleveland Browns quarterback. You'll be the first ever Cleveland Browns quarterback to start on their first game starting and win the game.
Yeah, first game start to win.
That will already show more turn for Cleveland fans than ever.
Yeah, so it'll be a good look, but I don't think, even if the Browns are to win next week, I think Browns fans would be overreacting if they just took that and ran and saying, oh my gosh, we have a quarterback. Listen, all right, it's at the end of this. We're at the second half of the season now, okay? A lot of people are starting to get hurt. A lot of players are starting to slow down. This is still a test for Shedeur, and this is when he should really show out. So he's got Max Crosby, basically one of the top defenders in the league, and one of the, if not the only defender really on the Raiders on that side.
Yeah.
Okay, if he can stay composed inside the pocket and know when to roll out and escape him at least and get some passes off, cool. But he can't act like it's Colorado again. I brought this up weeks ago, and just constantly roll out of the pocket and scramble. It's not always going to work.
I don't think, you know what I think reflected towards that? I don't think he was trying to in the beginning. I think that first play, that first drive really messed him up when he got lit up.
Yeah.
Trying to throw the ball. I think after that, he was like, oh, this is Colorado all over again. I got to run. Because the one thing I will say, that Cleveland Browns offensive line did not even give him a chance to be successful. If they play somewhat decent, I think they might come out with that game.
I will say you can also argue they didn't really give Dylan Gabriel a chance either. But Dylan Gabriel isn't as skilled.
But I was about to say, Dylan Gabriel is not as skilled. But also, Max, I told you this. Remember, you will never win a football game when all your offense is straight boot. You can't fake hand the ball off and roll and keep throwing it to David Njoku thinking that's going to be your game plan and you're going to win a game like that. That's the easiest throw, and all of his touchdowns consisted of that. If that's how you're planning on being a good quarterback, you're not going to go too far.
Yeah, and
that's why I said it was different with Shedeur. I think Shedeur makes the throws that he couldn't make. He threw a ball about 20 yards downfield to number 44. I don't know his name exactly, but it was a dot. And I said, oh, you're already driving us down the field. It's not 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards, and then out. It's 20 yards, and then let's go try to be in the red zone. At least we could get a field goal out of it. Mm-hmm. That's already better than what Dylan Gabriel was delivering. Now we got to see, like you said, what he can do. But to say that, I won't say just yet that the Browns fans are saying that if they're saying they have their quarterback already, I won't say just yet. It's too soon to say. But what I will say is he has a very strong chance to be their quarterback if he can show what he deserved to get drafted for, which is his arm talent.
Yes, he has. He's got the rest of the season to really prove himself.
I agree. I think if he could just win a few games, I think that leaves a great mark. Because honestly, like I told you,
I can't even say win a few games. I will say
if he plays good in games,
if he plays good.
So you're saying if he plays good in games and loses, you think it's still better than him just winning games and barely coming over?
Yeah, because a lot of time, if your team wins the game but you play like garbage, it's really a defensive game, especially on a quarterback side.
I definitely agree. I think if he can just get Myles like 20 points a game or something like that, I think Myles Garrett will be appreciated. And I think he'll tell Shedeur, you get me that, I'll take care of the rest. Just please score.
Yeah, Myles Garrett's really just looking for an excuse to stay with Cleveland. Loyalty can take you but so many places. And
I agree.
If Shedeur doesn't really perform, I could see Garrett staying for another season just to see how he does in the beginning of the 26-27 season. I'm talking about Shedeur.
I agree.
And if it's the same story, I wouldn't be surprised if he requested a trade.
The one thing I'm proud about Shedeur though is the one thing that we all were talking about that was kind of his problem, and that was media training and media talking. And what he said in the media this past week after that game, I was like, that's how you answer to the media.
Yeah, because he learned from his mistakes.
He definitely there you go.
learned.
He did. But like I said in the beginning, he's young. Everybody's young. We're all gonna say things that we don't mean to say. I mean, listen, bro. I just cursed people out over AAA the other day. I mean, you don't mean to say things to certain people. You're young.
Some players go on WWE shows and punch wrestlers. It happens.
And speaking of that, we're gonna get into that actually. So if nobody knows yet, Cam Scatterboo, my New York Giants, aka my Pookie Bear, he was at WWE, seen his last Raw at MSG, and I don't know exactly the person that came up to him. I think it was Finn Balor and who else?
JD McDonough.
And JD McDonough.
McDonough.
I can't pronounce that.
McDonough.
McWanna.
Okay, continue.
McDonough. So both of them came up to Cam Scatterboo, Roy Robertson, and Abdul Carter. And it was also a celebrity there, if I wasn't mistaken, right?
Andrew Schultz.
So they all came up to him. Scatterboo pushed Andrew Schultz out the way. He looked at him. He looked at Finn Balor and JD dead straight in their face, and they all started scuffling. They started throwing hands.
Yeah,
throwing
so
haymakers.
I thought it was very funny.
I thought it was hilarious, but I also thought it made me love Scat even more.
It was just on par of who Cam Scatterboo is. And shout out to Triple H, like shout out to Paul Levesque and everybody on the creative team for actually talking to Cam and Carter and everybody there and just saying, hey, you guys want to get involved with this?
You want to, bro?
You want to get involved?
That's the easiest way to be loved in New York. Like, it's so easy to go into that WWE ring as a New York fan favorite, and then just do something like that. Jalen Brunson did it, minus the fighting, though. But Jalen Brunson did it with Tyrese Halliburton thing. Everybody was screaming for him.
Yeah, I think the big reason why Brunson actually didn't, hit someone with a chair was because
his hand was actually...
Not just because of that, but I think it was also because Tyrese Halliburton was in the ring, and they were like, you see... The Indiana was probably like, all right, you see, listen, Jim Dolan, we will sue you if this man hits Halliburton right now.
I believe it.
So that's a big reason why nothing happened there. I wouldn't have been surprised had Halliburton not been in the ring and, Logan Paul was just doing his typical heel run because that was going on.
Yeah.
It was LA Knight, Jalen Brunson, Logan Paul, and Tyrese Halliburton, the two heels at MSG. I think it was last year, 2 years ago.
It was, no.
2 years ago because Jalen Brunson.
It was 2 years ago because,
Had Halliburton not been involved, it's funny we're talking about this, but had Halliburton not been involved, I wouldn't have been surprised if, at minimum, Brunson would have thrown the chair at Logan Paul.
I agree. But
that would have been great. But
continuing on, though,
different story.
It definitely a different story. But the thing I wanted to bring up mainly about the Scatterboo situation is there's people on Twitter talking about how he shouldn't be doing that. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, dude.
What's the matter? Me personally, I don't agree necessarily, and what Scat basically was referring to when he was talking about it on Twitter and summarizing what he said, let me live life. I'm not able to play the sport I love. That would make me depressed if I just sit around all day doing nothing. Let me go out and go have fun and enjoy what New York has to give until I can come back and be healthy and go win y'all some football games.
Yeah.
Which I 100%, I condone of it. I'm okay.
I will say, to play devil's advocate, I understand where fans and maybe some media are coming from. But he didn't get hurt. Okay, he wasn't going to get hurt. All that happened was he got fake punched.
That's
okay?
what I'm saying.
That's it.
But
it looked like he actually.
Regardless of it all, it looked like he actually got punched. But
I feel like Scott was like, "Yo, don't hold back."
But it was like they played. No, he probably did. He said, "Hit me more, more." You ever seen Ryback? Feed me.
Speaking more. Okay, well, I'll get to a Ryback story in a second. But go ahead.
Nah, but. I just agree with Scatterboo, honestly. I get what some media and some fans might say about it, but at the end of the day, guys, we're all human.
Get over yourself. That's basically it.
We're all human. If you want one human being who is a guy that is so exciting and so energizing to just sit around in the house all day, what do you think is going to happen next year when he comes back? He's going to be miserable.
My thing is his ankles hurt. Not his fist.
No,
not his hands, not his upper body.
That too, but also if you rewatch it, Abdul Carter literally pushes the dude away as they start to get close.
Yeah, I think Abdul Carter low-key took it too serious.
No. He didn't take it serious at all. But they probably told him, like, yo, like, when you feel like it's getting, like, out of crazy, like, Scat's going wild, like, just...
Because Scat's a loose cannon?
Because, they definitely faked it when Abdul pushed him. Because I think they flew back when Abdul pushed him. I'm like, all right, bro, he didn't hit you that hard. But, I mean...
You never know. Sometimes the wrestlers say, listen, give me all you got. They actually tell them.
That is very true.
Sometimes.
No, that is very true. I don't know why you want to get hit by an NFL player, but
it's
that is
talked
very
about
true.
sometimes.
No, it is.
So they probably gave Carter the green light, and he was like, all right.
I mean, I agree. I mean, and then, in terms of NFL, I mean, Abdul Carter had a little bit of something, too, go on this week where people assume that he fell asleep during practice.
I saw that.
And that was not true at all. They tried to lie on his name and make it seem like that was the kind of person he was.
How do you know it's not true?
He confirmed it, and so did many other people.
Okay. It's still allegedly. Remember, we're acting. Remember, this podcast is almost like we're reporters. Okay.
No.
Allegedly, Jamar Chase was on Jalen Ramsey, right? It was on Jalen Ramsey. Allegedly, he spit on Jalen Ramsey
Max, if I go up to you and I spit on your shirt, and somebody says, "Why did he hit you?" I don't know. I didn't spit on it. Oh, so you didn't spit on his face. So it doesn't count.
Allegedly.
It doesn't count if he doesn't spit on his face.
Trey, he denied it. So it's allegedly. Until you look back on the camera footage and it's in 4K.
You see a loogie go flying on the 5 of Jalen Ramsey's jersey.
Do you know what made me laugh after this whole situation happened? I understand, like, you're supposed to do this just to get out of it, but he appealed the suspension.
I know.
And that's what I think is the funniest, because he thinks he doesn't think he's innocent, but he just appealed it thinking, like, maybe there's a shot. Bro, you clearly spit on, bro.
Just take your L, take the
L. And go away. You're going to lose your check. You're going to lose some bread, all right? It's okay.
Bro, we talking about lose some bread. Bro, you make so much money right now.
You'll be okay, buddy. It's not like
$1,000 to you. It's like 2 quarters.
The Bengals aren't going to miss much anyways, if I'm going to be honest.
You're not going to make it. The only thing you're hurting right now is my fantasy team, low-key. But it's okay, though. Like, it's okay. I forgive you. I'm already like 8. I'm like 9-1, bro. You could take a week off.
I thought that was so funny, though, that he appealed. Because I looked at the video, and then I saw Shefty post that he's appealing the suspension. And then I looked at the video again, and I was like, yeah, no, this ain't going to work out in your favor, bro.
No, I literally saw it. But, I mean, continuing on with NFL, just to, go on to the next thing. I think the last thing we got to talk about with NFL is just one thing, maybe 2, actually. But one of them is Ashton Genty getting 6 touches or 6 carries in a football game.
Yeah, that's really a Pete Carroll problem, if I'm being honest. And that whole offensive coordinator scheme. You draft Genty as a top 5 pick for a reason, right?
So how would you feel if Breece Hall got 6 carries in the game? And you guys were actually relevant.
Can I be honest?
And you were actually relevant.
That wouldn't surprise me off of the state of the New York Jets.
So never mind. Let me go from my point of view. If Cam Scatterboo and my team was actually looking somewhat decent or competing in a game, and
like
Cam
they were,
got 6, like they were, and he only had 6 touches in a game, and we lost, I might want to burn the whole building down.
That's the problem.
Because that's the problem right there.
Like,
you ain't got no Obama flu in that playbook. Because Carberry and Tarberry in the playbook in the Barbird.
Ashton Genty needs to get involved.
Way more.
When he gets involved,
he goes off. When he doesn't get involved and you give him 1 touch per drive and it comes out of nowhere, he looks garbage. And that's not his fault. That's the O-line's fault. But the O-line also can't turn from run to pass after doing pass protection all this time. And then you just go like, all right, just out of nowhere. Yo, run the ball real quick.
Oh, shoot. Genty actually called out the coaches after the Raiders lost. I'm pretty sure it's over that,
No,
too.
yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah.
And then...
Listen, he's proven that he can be a good running back in this league.
He's proven already. That he can be a great running back in this league.
You got to give him the ball, okay? And
I think he has the potential to be a great running back in this league, a top running back in this league.
Weird.
If you give him the ball. Simple as that. Just give him the ball and it's like a Bijan Robinson situation. Give him the ball, things will happen. If you don't give him the ball, you're going to lose.
Yeah, that's another thing too, actually. And on that topic, because it was prime time, how is it that the NFL's primetime games went on to a strong start, like in the first 7 weeks of the season, and now the past Thursday, like the last 3 Thursday and Monday games have been mid.
Bad.
They've been.
This past Monday game. Listen, It was very mid. It was very defensive oriented. But the end of that game, the Lions should have had another opportunity to get that ball back. That offensive pass interference on A.J. Brown was absolutely the worst call I've seen.
Yeah, I saw that.
I didn't know you could literally like have both of you have hands on each other and then let go of him. And when he jumps for the ball and can't reach the ball because it's like 8 feet up in the air, that's PI.
Yeah, I got opinions on the refs, man. And that goes for every league, but the NFL refs are just on
I think
one.
the NFL refs, especially when it comes to the Eagles, too, I think I just don't think they treat everybody the same when it comes to the Eagles.
The Eagles are the new Chiefs. That's the thing.
That is true because they're the Super Bowl champions right now.
I've noticed that
If you think
it all depends on who recently won the chip.
Call me crazy, but everybody tells me they're like the Eagles are going back to. I think they're going to lose in the first round to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I don't think they're going to lose in the first round, but I don't think they're going to make it back.
If they versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they do not want to see that team right now. I'm telling everybody, they are not going to beat the Buccaneers.
I think they're going to beat the Buccaneers.
I don't, bro. I'm telling you.
But I don't think they're going to go back to the Super Bowl. I don't see them.
either.
I actually don't see them going back to the NFC Championship, if I'm really
Me neither.
honest.
I don't think they're and based off of right now, I don't see them being the same team after this year. I think AJ Brown is gone.
No, he's gone. He's gone. There's too much drama
Can you blame him though? Everybody's talking about, I don't like how he's talking this way, if you don't give a star receiver that you pay heavily the ball, and you're talking about, we're winning games, but he's saying we're winning games, cute, but we can be blowing people out if you give me the ball. Does not click in your head and be like, man, maybe we should give him the ball a couple times. Max, he gets like 3 targets a game.
Yeah, dude.
That's disgraceful. That's disrespectful. Even me as a Giants fan, I'm like, bro, what are y'all doing? Like, and I don't like them. But like, hey, 11, if you want to come play with number 6, bro, hit our line.
It's not happening.
I wish it was.
It's not happening.
They have like
you could keep dreaming,
they have
buddy.
No Giants trade clause, but they have a signing Giants free agent clause. Jerks. But not yet.
What else is going on in the NFL?
I mean, I don't think anything else is going on in the NFL. But
I don't want to talk about the Jets. Okay.
I don't want to talk.
already
about the
talked about the
Giants.
AFC East.
I don't want to talk about the Giants. But you want to try something new, Max? It's time for game time.
It's time for game time. So we're starting up a new, I guess you can say, segment. It's a little game show. It's gonna be about 5-10 minutes, and we're basically gonna make a lineup of players, all-time players, between a quarterback, running back, 2 receivers, a tight end, and 1 defensive player from all time. Okay,
All time from any team that we spin the wheel on, and the spin the wheel will be on the shorts.
Yeah. So there's going to be a how do I explain it? Trey, make sure you screen record. We're gonna have the wheel, okay, and it's gonna choose a team, and we're gonna choose the position based off that team. You're gonna see how it works.
Yep.
So
let's
get this started. All right.
Let's get this started. NFL teams. Max, you're gonna start, and I'm gonna go second.
Okay.
So we got our quarterback, and your quarterback will be from the Washington Redskins.
What quarterback's on the Redskins? I don't know if I want to pick Jaden Daniels right now. You know what? Give me a young RG3.
I was about to say, don't pick Jay Daniels. He's not a Redskin. He's a Commander. No, I'm just playing.
Give me a young RG3.
Really?
I don't know much.
That's a crazy take.
I don't know much ball, but give me
You
a
could
young.
have chose Kirk Cousins.
Nah, actually, give me a young RG3 because young RG3 is nasty.
He was filthy, but
Give me a young RG3.
them legs ain't what they. But I agree though.
But that's why I'm saying a young RG3. Yeah, give me
All
him.
right. Spin the wheel. My quarterback is from the Indianapolis Colts. Let me get a prime Andrew Luck. Boy was filthy.
From the Colts?
Yeah.
Not Peyton Manning?
Nah, bro. I want a quarterback that can do everything. Andrew Luck's prime possibly could be one of the greatest primes we've ever seen. And if he didn't get injured, Max, he would have went down as one of the best quarterbacks.
Oh, I'm a dumbass. I just realized we're not doing it in a specific order. I could have picked a defensive player.
Oh, yeah, we're not doing it in a specific order.
You want to restart?
Yeah, let's say
All right. So we're gonna do this again. Let's
Rewind?
Run it back.
All right, Max, you ready to do it?
Yeah. So this is a we're playing basically. We're gonna have a quarterback, a running back, 2 receivers, a tight end, and a defensive player.
Yep.
Trey's gonna spin the wheel. It's going to be up right here, maybe here. I don't know, one of the areas, and we have to choose a player all time in the NFL from that team and put it to a certain position. It doesn't matter which position. We just have to fill the quarterback, running back to receiver, tight end, and the defensive player. Trey, spin that wheel.
All right, Max, your first pick will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, I said I wasn't going to do it in order, but I might as well start off with the quarterback. Give me Thomas Edward Brady.
Oh, that's a good team.
I need Tom Brady. I need Tom Brady. I
gotta give that to you. All right, my first pick is gonna be from the Indianapolis Colts again, bro. What's going on, yo? Like, Andrew Luck. I'm staying with Andrew Luck.
I was about to say maybe it's the Lord telling you to pick Peyton
No.
Manning. Okay.
I want Andrew.
Fine. You could have had Marvin Harrison. Just saying. You don't know
I'm going to get better than that. Watch.
Okay.
All right. Max, your next pick is going to be from the... Actually, that's kind of tough. The Tennessee Titans.
Derrick Henry.
You said Darrell Henry? What position he play?
Running back from Alabama.
You said linebacker?
Running back.
Alabama?
Derrick Henry.
I don't remember that guy.
Derrick Henry.
Oh, damn. All right, cool.
We're off to a great start right now.
Don't worry, my team's going to be better. Watch this.
Come on.
Because my next pick is going to be from the Cleveland Browns. Let me get Myles Garrett as my defensive player. It is up.
Really? Not Baker Mayfield. Let me stop.
I just got a quarterback.
Yeah,
He said not Baker Mayfield.
Who's the dude in the Madden?
In
the Madden cover.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, I have
not that version.
I got a quarterback and I have a running back.
You have a quarterback and a running back. I have a quarterback and I have a defensive player.
All right, go ahead. Spin that wheel.
Spin the wheel. Your Will Broski is going to be on the Seattle Seahawks. 2 wide receivers, defensive player, or tight end.
Don't test me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree. Give me Richard Sherman.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Not Cam Chancellor. Give me Richard Sherman. I want to spark some shit. Give me Richard Sherman.
The best zone corner. That's the receipt you gonna get. Don't you ever disrespect me.
Again.
Dry ass voice.
Who's disrespecting
my next pick
you?
is going to be from the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
And I can go different ways here, but I'm not going to go a different way. I'm going to get this out the way right now. Let me go with one of the best tight ends ever to live in George Kittle.
Okay.
Let me get the.
Okay.
All right.
This might actually be kind of even.
Yeah, no, it is so far.
And you guys are going to decide who wins or whose team is better.
This is what's going to decide it right here. Your next pick is on the Chicago Bears.
So I need 2 running backs and a tight end.
You need 2 running backs, or you mean a running back?
I need 2 receivers.
2 receivers
and a tight
end.
Okay. The Chicago Bears. Oh, damn it. I'm having a brain fart. Can I phone in Google?
You can.
I'm having a really bad brain fart.
You get 1 phone in Google a game. Otherwise, you got to choose current.
That's fair. Okay, let's see this. All right, best Bears of all time. I'm kind of embarrassed. I knew this was going to happen eventually. All right, 2 receivers and tight end. Who the fuck is this guy?
Yo. You might as well just get Allen Robinson, bro.
So.
Don't say no BS.
It's not BS. Because technically you could use him in different parts.
Don't piss
of
me
the field.
off, Max. Max, don't. I'm
going to take a receiver.
Max, if you say somebody I don't want to hear.
Devin Hester.
Oh, okay. Woo! I thought you were about to pull a mystery man and say the fridge. I was about to break this whole
No. The problem is I wasn't thinking of Devin Hester because I always saw him as just purely a kick returner because he got, he's a Hall of Famer based off of that.
No, absolutely.
But he is a receiver. So give me Devin Hester as my WR1.
Okay. All right. And I'm pretty sure 2 receivers and a running back. Yeah. And one of those will be from the New York Jets. Damn.
2 receivers and... Dude, you have some good options. You have some really good options. 2 receivers and a running back?
Oh, a running back was... Actually, let me get LT. Let me get those Danian Tomlinson.
Okay, that I didn't expect. If it was the Chargers, I would have expected LT.
Nah, bro.
I would have thought you said Curtis Martin.
Nah. LT.
Curtis
LT.
Martin is the greatest
LT is
Jets
LT.
running back of all time.
LT is LT.
Okay.
I'll take LT regardless.
I need a receiver and a tight end. We're
right.
both going very unorthodox.
Receiver and tight end. You gotta surprise the game sometimes, you know what I mean? And your receiver or tight end will be from the Denver Broncos. No.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing nothing.
You're not hearing nothing? You're not. You see, I don't want to say it, but like, because like, you know, I don't want to disrespect Unc.
You about to put some meat on somebody that night? Ocho.
That's my Michelle. Give me Shannon Sharp at tight end.
Oh.
Give me Shannon Sharp, bro. I like this team. I'm a fan of this team. This is kind of a mediocre team in terms of all time, but Shannon Sharp's probably my best player.
All right, we're gonna spin the wheel.
Tom Brady. Duh.
Spinning the wheel. I need two receivers, right?
I think so.
Well, one of my receivers is gonna be from the Green Bay McPackers.
This is not hard.
Devontae. Nah. Let me get Sterling. No, I'm
I wouldn't know. If you said that, I would have been like, that's not bad.
That's not bad, but respectfully, now the mantle's over with Sterling Sharp. Respectfully, Devontae Adams is the best receiver.
That's fair, but that would have been cool to see the Sharp brothers. Like, you know.
To see the Sharp brothers, but not as that Sharp brother. Yeah, let me get Devontae Adams, the route technician.
I will say it was argued that Sterling Sharp was better than Shannon.
No. Shannon will tell you.
Yeah, Shannon said it. If Sterling Sharp didn't, well, also you got to remember Sterling Sharp was competing with Jerry Rice, okay, for like most receiving yards and touchdowns in the 90s.
That is very true.
Like he was him. Injuries just screwed his career.
No, for real.
Still Hall of Famer though.
Still a Hall of Famer.
All right, I need one more receiver.
Are you ready for this receiver?
Yep, talk to me. Your
receiver will be from the Houston Texans.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay.
All right, so you got one more, right?
Mm-hmm. And my last receiver will be from the Oakland Raiders.
Antonio Brown, baby. He was a Raider for like 2 days.
That don't count. Does not count, sir. Wasn't like Jerry Rice
when he was like 40? No, he was on the Seahawks, I think.
Okay. Well,
no,
I'm gonna use my Google search right now.
Who's a good Raiders receiver? I'm trying to think.
We are gonna go. God damn, these people are old as hell. Oh my God!
You're gonna hit them with the who?
Let me get, because I can't choose Jerry Rice sadly because he was not in his prime, but he was still filthy though. I ain't gonna lie. Actually, let me get Gerald. Let me get Jerry Rice.
You're gonna take a 55-year-old Jerry Rice.
Absolutely, ain't Jerry Rice is better than any Jerry Rice. So all right, that does it. And you guys let us know in the comment section who had the better team.
Yep, this is my team. That's Trey's team, right up there. Guys on YouTube, you're not gonna see that. Maybe I'll edit it, but that's mainly for like shorts, all vertical content.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, maybe you might be able to slide that in there on YouTube. It's like a couple letters, but
couple letters.
Yeah,
hey, yeah,
actually, I'm lying.
It is. No, it is. It'll be easy. I can do that. I got it. I got you guys. Depending on how I feel. If not, you'll see it on vertical, like the vertical stuff. All right, so let's move on. We're gonna talk a little bit about the NBA now.
Yep.
Long story short, everyone's hurt. Everyone's hurt.
Giannis just got hurt actually too.
Yeah, Giannis is hurt. Wemby's hurt. Okay.
OG Anunoby's hurt.
OG's hurt. JB is day to day right now on the Knicks. Right?
He should be back soon though.
Jason Tatum got hurt apparently. Tyrese Halliburton apparently got hurt. But no, in all seriousness, a lot of the stars.
No, you're not going to sit here and deny what you just said. No, you're not.
Well, am I wrong?
You know what happened, though.
You see, but am I wrong?
So, guys, I'm not going to lie. Jason Tatum just got hurt this season in Madison Square Garden. It was crazy.
Well, technically, he got hurt this year.
I said this season.
I know, but technically, he did get hurt this year.
He did get hurt this year, but why are you making it more obvious?
And Tyrese did get hurt this year, too.
Anyway.
Let's not forget that.
Anyway.
Okay.
OG Anunoby pulled another hammy because his hammies are made out of. Y'all ever seen that tender video with the guy now?
Tenderism.
The tenderism when he drops it and the tenderness balls and he just goes, it's tender. That's how OG's hammies are, bro.
Yeah, OG needs
The minute he jumps, it falls off the bone.
So the Knicks are gonna need him back soon.
I think we'll be okay without him for a couple weeks. But
But he's out for about 4.
No, he's not. He's out for 2.
2?
Yeah.
I prefer him to be out for like 3 to 4.
I think he's going to be out for 3 or 4, but they said minimum 2.
I think it's for the best.
That means about 8 weeks.
Okay.
Well, OG, that means about 8 weeks.
I'd prefer him to be out longer to recover, especially if Jalen Brunson is going to come back. That way, we still have some offensive firepower there.
Yeah,
Landry Shamit's proving that he can be a really good bench player. Jordan Clarkson is still cooking as well. Josh Hart is being Josh Hart off the bench.
Absolutely.
Mikal Bridges is having a great year.
He is.
Help me out.
I mean, listen.
Mitchell Robinson is the greatest offensive rebounder this year.
He always is. He just gets hurt, but he always is.
He just needs to play 20 minutes a game, and he could play 20 minutes a game and average 10 rebounds with like 7 of them being offensive. That's unbelievable. Dude.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The amount of second chance
per
points
36
we
is
get,
insane.
And Deuce McBride, honestly, too. Let's just talk about.
Deuce McBride had a poster.
Deuce McBride had but he was playing great. He had like 28 that game.
And he needed to step up. And that's what I like about Deuce. And he's shown this in the playoffs too. When Brunson isn't available, he's like, all right, give me the rock. Let me cook. I got this. Let me do what I got to do.
He can play. He can do whatever you need him to do, he'll do.
Yeah, so the Knicks are going to be fine. I could see them going. I could see them in the stretch that Anunoby's gone. I could see them going maybe 500, maybe only a game over because the Knicks usually go through a stretch in the season where they struggle and then they end up going on like a 10-game winning streak.
They'll find their way back. I think right now is the best time because we have a different coach now. I don't think there's going to be any. I think the best part about Mike Brown is he's going to find that next guy that can fill in until OG comes back to play decent. I think we have Diawara, which is a young guy who kind of has the build of Pascal Siakam. He doesn't play fully like him, but it gives me that vibe. I like him a little bit, and I think he has the energy and the hustle that Siakam plays with, and I think he could develop a good jump shot like Siakam has right now. But for now, I think why not give him the kid a chance? He's young. If he can just give us a few points coming off the bench or anything, that's more helpful than anything.
Yeah, and the Knicks do have to be careful, though, because the East is actually kind of stacked, believe it or not. And that was not...
They're not stacked. Do you know what they are? They're all teams that are hungry to go because they all know the East is open right now. It's all hungry teams.
That's
it's
true.
Not teams with any more star power than us. It's teams that are more hungry than us right now.
That's
why
true.
We got to lock in.
And I feel like that's more dangerous.
That is way more dangerous because those guys have nothing to lose.
The Knicks right now are 6th in the East.
Maybe so.
Let's check. I'm pretty sure last time I checked, they're 5th. They're 5th in the Eastern Conference. So let's go through the standings.
But we're 8-5, which makes it ridiculous.
Yeah. So the 11th seed, which is the Boston Celtics, they are 7-7, and the Magic are 10th with 7-7 too. I'm pretty sure the Magic beat the Celtics, which is why that's like that. So that's insane. The Pistons are the best team in the East record-wise, 12-2. They do still have a good team. We can't deny that.
No,
they're dangerous. And I had a feeling they'd come back with a vengeance.
You know why? You know what they remind me of, though? They remind me of us a couple years ago.
And that was dangerous.
And that was dangerous, but you know what also was the problem with that team? And why that team was always scary?
We talked about it. And can I take a guess? Because Jalen Brunson was more ball dominant than anything. And they're going to do the same thing with Cade.
I think they are. But there's a difference, though. Brunson was ball dominant, but he was efficient. Cade is some of these games, Cade's not efficient. And that's what scares me. The fact that there's going to be games where Cade goes off because he's a superstar. But there's also going to be games where he's not efficient that you got to go tell him to go sit his ass down and relax and go be more passive.
Yeah.
And but he's a pass first point guard and you're making him into a scoring first point guard. And sometimes that just doesn't turn out always well. And if he's the only person scoring in that whole team, nobody else is going to want to give energy towards anything else, which can have them get bounced.
Yeah.
That's my problem towards the situation. I think right now you're winning games that you should win because you're going against teams that don't have the star power to compete against you. And Cade's dropping big buckets against them. But look at all those games, Max. Although he had a game against the Wizards, 137-135. Max, why are you even that close with the Wizards? You had to drop.
Yeah.
He had to drop 45 or something crazy, and everybody was like, "Cade is going ridiculous." Max, he missed over half of those shots.
You're not going crazy when you're shooting about 40% from the field. 40% it's mediocre. Okay, you can drop.
Max.
All right, let's put
Max,
some
they pulled the
context to this.
Thibodeau. They literally had Cade on one side and told everybody to get the hell out the way on the other side. That's not basketball. And we always said that, even when Tibbs about it. JB Bickerstaff is just doing what Thibodeau did and trying to learn off it. That's not how you win games. That's what's going to make you lose to teams like the Pacers.
Yeah,
Like us now, because we have
Pacers have a system, and we now have a system.
That's what's going to make you lose. That's not a system. That's going to win you a couple games that are going to get you hyped and get you bounced.
Another team I
Sent to
want
Cancun.
to talk about too is actually the 76ers. This is a team that's surprising me this year, and it shouldn't have because of this one key player.
I don't think they're surprising me only because I know that all their young players, when they won last year, Max, it was purely because of all their young players.
Yeah, Tyrese Maxey's also a superstar.
Tyrese Maxey's been a superstar. We've known this for the last year or two.
But he's like
Now he's like confirming it.
Yeah, this is his all-star year.
Him and VJ Edgecombe have been balling out. Everybody's talking about Joel Embiid. I don't think he's won against enough good big competition yet. He's been playing good.
You can't really talk about Embiid if he can't play back-to-backs. He's not I hate to say it, but in terms of availability, he's not reliable in that sense.
He's not, but also, too, he hasn't gone against a good enough defensive big for me to declare, because you can drop 20 against any wing or any small guy, but when you go against a real big, like, for example, Mitchell Robinson, for example, even like someone like Andre Drummond, somebody that can actually hold their own against him and not be weak enough to go against Embiid, it gives him problems.
Yeah, so
which is my issue.
But Tyrese Maxey's killing it. He's already proved to be an all-star in the past. Okay,
yes.
But this could be an all-star starter year for him based off of how he's playing.
I think.
Listen, when you look at the voting, a lot of people are going to look at the numbers. If Jalen Brunson gets over him, the only reason will be, and this is just being completely unbiased, it's because of New York. It's because of the fans that are in New York and how many people support the Knicks.
I think it absolutely is. I think in terms of right now, Tyrese Maxey's playing he's playing phenomenal right now. But I think what's going on with JB right now and why people still will be like, oh, he's an all-star starter, is not because of his scoring, because we know he could go score his ass off. There's no doubt about it. If JB got those situations that he had from Tibbs last year again, he'd probably be averaging 30. But this year it's different because Mike Brown is he's making him pick his moments now, which is a lot different. In which, honestly, if Tyrese Maxey gets an all-star starter over him,
I wouldn't be upset.
I would not be upset. I want a championship. I don't want an all-star starter.
I wouldn't be upset, but I'd understand. But this is what I'm saying. I'd understand. Fans look at stats. They don't look at the game. Jalen Brunson is based off of his system now. He doesn't need to have the ball
24/7.
Yeah, so
everybody need to get some love.
Tyrese Maxey's in a situation where he needs the
for
ball
them
a little
win.
more.
He needs the ball. If he does not get the ball in that game, they don't win.
Especially now that VJ Edgecombe he's been struggling a little bit. He had a great start to the season, but now he's struggling.
It's rookie paralysis. It's gonna happen.
Now Jared McCain is looking like he's gonna come back soon because he's been playing the G League a couple times.
That's
where things get scary.
That's
because
dangerous.
Now you have
and then PG's gonna come back soon.
Yes.
No.
PG's tough, okay?
PG has always been a bucket, though.
PG's
Don't ever
tough.
disrespect what PG is.
No,
he's an amazing two-way player.
But the problem is, will he remain available? That's the thing. That's the thing.
If they have him for playoff time, that's a great, actually.
Pandemic P, playoff P.
Paul George, way off on that one.
Well, listen, he could have a redemption year.
Yeah, he could have a redemption. Julius Randle did. It's not crazy.
Julius Randle had a great playoff.
He had a phenomenal playoff year. I think it's just injuries that bite people like that, and it's just they get the bad end of the stick. Mm-hmm. But I mean, for the Sixers, I think that's the case. I mean, the team I personally think is like, I don't know what's gonna happen because of this injury, is the Spurs. I don't know what's gonna happen to them now that Wemby's out.
Stephon Castle's also out. I don't know if you saw that. He's out for a couple weeks.
De'Aaron Fox can't lead that team, bro.
He can't. Here's my prediction.
De'Aaron Fox is too soft to lead that team. I'm sorry.
So Stephon Castle's out for about 2 weeks, I want to say, and Wemby's out for about 4. Wemby's out for a minute. Okay, so let's look at the Spurs really quick.
Wemby's MVP candidacy.
No, it will
still be there, but he can't have too many more times where he can get hurt like that.
65 is the minimum. So he has a chance if he can come back, but it's looking.
He would have to play most of the year after that.
Now the Western Conference is weird. So I say that because if we're talking about the old playoff format, the 8th seed automatically gets in, right? Mm-hmm. The 8th seed are the Suns. Cool, they are 8 and 6. But now because
of the play-in, though, it's like you got to fight between the 10th,
12. No, 7 and 11.
It's 7
7
versus
10. 7 to 10.
7 and 10 and 8 and 9.
Yeah. So
And then whoever loses in 8 and 9, I think no. I think it's 7 and 8. And I think it's 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 because 7 and 8 will compete, and if they lose, they get another chance.
yes, that's right. So let's look at the play-in availability, or let's look at who would be in the play-in right now. It's way too early to do this, but we're gonna do it anyways. The Warriors are 7th, Suns are 8th, Trailblazers are 9, and the Jazz are 10. Honestly, I don't see the Jazz making the playoffs. The Timberwolves are tied with the Warriors in terms of record. Oh, my bad. My glasses are deceiving me. They are not. The Timberwolves have one less loss, but that's because they haven't played the same amount of games. Now we're at the Spurs. Excuse me. Oh, before I even mention that, I do want to say, I'm going to point out these records. The Lakers are 10 and 4, the Spurs are 9 and 4, the Timberwolves are 9 and 5, the Warriors are 9 and 6, and the Suns are 8 and 6. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams that are really close to each other in the beginning of the season because it's still considered that. If somehow, some way this continues throughout the season, those teams that I just listed are going to be duking it out for sure. And the Rockets, my bad. Yeah, the Western Conference, never mind. The Rockets and the Nuggets included. The only team that's really just dominating at the moment is the Thunder. And don't get me started on Shea Gilgeous. No, I'm going to say Gilgeous Alexander.
Foul baiter?
I do not like SGA. I'm not a fan.
Foul baiter G?
I like J-Dub way better.
Yeah, I love J-Dub.
Way better.
But honestly, I just, with Shea, half his points are free throws. That can't happen.
Do you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of
James Harden.
Yeah.
I get it every single time I see it, and I'm like, I just see that in you. Like, I know that's you. I dreamed of you. I know that's you. It's like people talk about us with Jalen Brunson. That's not the same, bro.
James Harden is the greatest foul baiter of all time.
Bro will literally scoop under you, bro, out of nowhere, and you won't even be near him and still get a foul. It was the most ridiculous thing ever. Bro can get 30 free throws in a game, bro, and then drop 45, and people will be like, that's elite.
Yeah. James Harden was an elite scorer.
He was an elite scorer.
He was averaging 40 for a month.
Damn near a triple-double.
Okay?
Bro, he was bugging.
Not denying that, but
Even
he
though
is the ultimate foul
bro,
baiter.
He gave them the only chance to win. But
yeah, I'm not crazy about the Thunder. I really don't. Oh, my gosh. As a
think
fan,
I don't think they're going to repeat.
I don't know. The reason why I don't know is because I feel like
Call me crazy. I think the Lakers could knock them off.
that's
Or
not crazy.
I think, call me even crazier, I think the Timberwolves could knock them off.
That's not crazy either, especially with the fact that the Timberwolves are looking for redemption after the Western
And the
Conference
dark
Finals.
horse that I think could knock them off is the San Antonio Spurs. I think
that
the
is-
San Antonio Spurs can knock them
So
off.
that's if Wemby can stay healthy. And now
Wemby
let's
stays
let's
healthy and he has a
reel back into the
Yep.
main topic because we were talking about this because of Wemby. Continue, because this is really important for the Spurs.
I think they go on a slump now.
They are
go on a slump.
They are going to go on a slump.
De'Aaron Fox isn't good enough to mantle a whole team by himself, which he thought he was. He thought he was capable of mantling a team since he was in Sacramento because he didn't like. De'Aaron Fox is one of those guys that doesn't like criticism. He doesn't like heavy criticism. He thinks that if you run the ball between me in this offense, I'll go score every single time. Mm-hmm. He thinks that.
Yeah.
That's not the case. And even when that happened in Sacramento when they tried it, when Mike Brown was their coach, he got fired off that basically. Because guess what? It didn't work. It didn't work because he tried to do it with DeMar too. Guess what? It didn't work. He couldn't run no system around it. You can't run a system around De'Aaron Fox and expect to win games. I'm sorry.
But
you have to have a great all-team effort.
You're losing two of your best players.
Two of your best players, and I'm sorry, Jeremy Sohan is not saving you.
And Dylan Harper's still hurt. Okay, we can't forget about that either.
Three of your best players then.
I wouldn't say Dylan Harper's the third best player.
Yeah, I would.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm not taking De'Aaron Fox over
good.
him right now.
Is Dylan Harper still hurt? Let's see. Yeah, he's still hurt. So there is an update. Get major here. We're gonna talk about this for a second. Come on. Yeah, he had a left calf strain on the second. He's progressing. Okay, come on. All right, this article sucks. Okay, so
Sucks.
the moral of the story is I agree with you. The Spurs are going to go on a mean slump. If Stephon Castle's out for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, he might give them more of a boost until Wemby
I give him
comes
a
back.
couple games,
So
but Wemby is the power of all of it.
the next 2 weeks, okay? What's 2 weeks in the NBA? 7 games? 6 games?
It depends on your schedule. Sometimes you get 2 games a week. Sometimes you get 4 games a week. Sometimes you get 3. It really depends on.
So for the
your
sake
schedule.
of argument, let's say it's like 5 games, okay? They're going to go 1-4.
There's a strong chance. I mean, we got to see the schedule, but there's a strong chance.
All right, good thing I have it right here.
Oh, perfect.
So, their next game is in 56 minutes. So today against the Memphis Grizzlies, they could.
That's a win.
They could win.
That's a win.
Then they're
Josh.
playing the Hawks. They can win that.
That's a win.
The Suns are actually pretty good this year. Remember what I told you about the West. It's very tight.
It is. So that's a loss. Let's say that's a loss.
Okay,
that's
so they're 2-1. Trailblazers.
That's
Again,
that's a win.
the Trailblazers are also in the mix though.
They are, but that's a win.
Okay.
Dame's not there. There's nobody there that can really.
So 3-1. Nuggets 3-2.
That's a loss. Yep.
Timberwolves. I got 3-3.
Yep. That's a loss.
And then we'll say Stephon Castle comes back on the 2nd of December to go against the Grizzlies.
Another win.
Okay. Now Wemby's out for another 2 to 3 weeks. All right. So what is this? Where are we at? 4-3.
We're at 4-3.
Okay. Against the Magic, they can lose against the Magic.
That's a loss.
Okay. 4-4. Paolo Banchero is going to dominate because nobody's really going to stop him in the front court.
Yeah, they can't guard him. That middy's too dangerous.
The Cavs.
That's a loss.
That's a loss. Again, same thing.
4-5.
Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley down in the front court.
4-5.
Nobody's going to stop the two.
4-5.
The Pelicans win. 5-5.
5-5.
Wizards should be a win.
6-5.
Hawks. Maybe I could see them winning. No.
7-5.
Okay, I could see them winning this one. They lose the first one, they win the second, or they win the first one, lose the second one.
I think they lose again, 7-5. But we can call that.
Let's call it 7-6.
7-6.
All right, Wizards. I will say they're winning.
8-6.
I will say they're sweeping the East on the Wizards.
6, yep.
8-6. The Thunder.
8-7.
Now here's the discussion. Okay, 8-7. There's a chance. How long is Wemby out for sure? We got to look.
4 weeks.
4 weeks. Wemby. How long are you out? Let's just confirm. Good news. Oh my God! Come on. Where are you? Here we go. Okay. I need a timeline. Please hold. Please hold. Please hold. A few weeks. Okay. So that's not even 4 weeks. So if we'll say 4 weeks. Hypothetically, they keep him out. What did we say? 7-7? Mm-hmm. So let's say
we said 8-7.
8-7. So that's 15 games. I don't think he's gonna be gone for 15 games. That's OD. So, but let's say for the sake of argument, he's gone for 15 games, and then he comes back December 25th against the Thunder. All right. So they played the Thunder on the 23rd.
That might be a dub.
And then on Christmas Day, they play Oklahoma City.
Again. Whoo, thank God. Yo, I can't verse him again, bro.
Okay.
Not on Christmas Day.
Now, let's say he comes back on Christmas Day. They go say, okay, but here's the thing. This is the main topic. Without Wemby and 2 weeks without Stephon Castle, and don't forget, Dylan Harper still might be back within that time frame. If not even counting Harper, they go 500. That's not terrible. That's good given the fact that your best player is going to be out for a significant amount of time, minimum 10 games. So I don't think they're going to go on a slump if you really think about it. I thought so, but when you look at the schedule, because it's not
the
so,
schedule's not that crazy.
It's not top heavy, and that's going to come to their. That's going to come
so
to their
the
advantage.
slump, I really don't think is going to happen because they're not going against anybody crazy that much. Like they're not going against multiple teams that are legit contenders. They're just going against some teams that are really good, some teams that are mediocre, and some teams that are just bad.
Yeah.
So like that's a good mix. You can get above 500, and if you do, Wemby will come back and take care of the rest. I honestly think
if they can get out of this 500, I'm confident that they can finish. They can go on another run and finish the season top 4 in the West.
I agree.
Top 4.
I agree.
By easily. And I fully support your statement in saying that they can knock off the Thunder. The Thunder are probably going to finish first in the West, and let's say the Spurs finish 4th. They're going to see this. They're going to see the Thunder, let's say, in the Eastern Conference or Western Conference semifinals, because they wouldn't be the Western Conference finals then, with the way the bracket works, right? Mm-hmm. I could see them knocking them off in the second round. That's possible.
I agree.
If they don't, I could see it going 7 games. Because of the Thunder and because of who they still
fight. I could see a
it could be
strong
a fight. It can be a fight.
I don't think the Thunder could beat them in San Antonio. I don't think they'll beat. San Antonio hasn't been that hype since Timmy D and Tony and them were there. So I think it's going to be crazy to play in San Antonio.
So the Spurs have, despite what the record says, with the Nuggets being the second best team in the West, you think the Spurs have the best shot, or they're one of the teams that have a shot? Because let's not forget what Nikola Jokic is doing either.
No. One of the teams
Jokic is going dumb.
One of the teams that have a shot, because respectfully, nobody can guard Jokic, but not even Wemby. But one of them, they have one of the best chances. I think the top contenders to win a chip this year in the West. If the West were to win this year, I think it'd be Timberwolves, Spurs, Nuggets, and the Lakers.
You got the Lakers in there.
I think Luka's going for that ring.
Can I be honest?
I think he's trying to shut people. I think he's trying to prove something to them, bro.
I think the Lakers are going to get knocked off in the first round.
I don't think that's crazy.
And
I think if LeBron James plays, I think they have a chance.
That's why.
I think they have a chance to because sometimes he can be very ball dominant. If they don't let Luka keep cooking like this, bro. Yeah, but if they let Luka keep cooking like this and let LeBron be his,
they have a chance. Yeah.
If they let LeBron be his Robin,
that's scary.
That's dangerous.
But
LeBron can't be Batman, bro. He can't be Batman.
We got to see, is LeBron willing to do that? And if he's smart, he'll accept it. Because he'll still average like 22 and 6 and 7 a game as a Robin.
He'll still do his old man due diligence.
Yeah, like he'll still have his highlight dunks at 50,000 years old. We're not denying that. He's going to get his. But this is Luka's team. This is Luka's team.
That's what you brought him here for. Yes.
Austin Reeves is also going stupid too.
He's going dumb. I'm not gonna lie.
He might be an all-star.
LeBron, you might have to back up a little bit, LeBron.
Austin Reeves might be an all-star.
Yo, LeBron might have to back up.
I didn't think I'd ever say that. Austin Reeves, if he continues what he's doing, he can be an all-star.
Austin Reeves always been a bucket.
He has been, but just saying it out loud is crazy.
Year,
he's going dumb, and it's because LeBron's not there. So he's like, "Oh, I get the ball more? Shoot!"
I agree.
Switch. Koof.
I agree. It's not LeBron's system. It's the Lakers system. That's what makes it so dominant.
Now, I want to say this. All right, we constantly talk about how good Wemby is, especially over the last few weeks, and it's at this point it's a joke, especially with what he did to Draymond. Even though the dunk didn't count, it was very funny. It was very funny.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, KG. What did you say to him, bro?
Yo,
that was my question. Because
I've never seen Wemby talk crap.
He looked him dead straight in his eyes to the best shit talker.
And just screamed at him.
All of history, bro. One of the best shit talkers in all history, Draymond Green. And once he got in his face, he dunked on him and looked at him and started.
You're too small.
He just started cursing him out. I'm like, yo, what did you do to him?
Wemby was usually quiet.
Wemby was usually quiet and would have got bullied a little bit. Bro, he yammed it on him and said, yo, little soft little ass.
And it didn't even count.
It didn't even matter. I think Draymond's pride was going after that. Also, too, there was a report. I just want to bring this out real quick. That Draymond Green told the Utah Jazz that it wasn't smart. He told the Warriors front office that it wasn't smart to trade with the Utah Jazz for Lauri Markkanen. And everybody knows why, because he was going to be in that trade. And I'm not going to lie. Lauri Markkanen is averaging 40 the last 3 games. Like, imagine if he was on that team.
Lauri Markkanen's tough.
Bro, imagine if he was on that team.
On the Warriors?
Yes.
Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, Lauri Markkanen.
And Lauri Markkanen doesn't even need the ball. He could be a catch and shoot.
Welcome back, Klay Thompson. Never mind. Whatever. That's a tongue twist. You say that twice as fast. Welcome back, Klay Thompson.
Welcome back, Klay Thompson.
All right. So, like I was talking about earlier, we constantly like to talk about the Spurs, and because we like to talk about Wemby. And one person we haven't really focused on much is Nikola Jokic. I'm gonna give his numbers really quick.
No, I don't want to hear that.
That's too damn bad,
bro. I don't want to hear it.
Do you know what he's averaging?
No, I don't want to know.
A triple-double.
I know, Max. I've been playing him in fantasy. He's been averaging 45 on my head, Max.
29 points a game, 13 rebounds, 11 assists, and he's efficient. He's probably like a top 5 player in terms of field goal percentage, especially with the amount of shots he takes.
Yeah, Victor.
64%, 65%. It's 64.8.
Hey, Wemby. Maybe in the next few years, when bro wants to start playing with horses, you can win MVP. But right now, that's dead.
Wemby's not winning MVP this season because of this man. That's the only reason why. Wemby will be top 3. Okay?
He makes no sense. He does this so nonchalantly and goes play with horses. Bro, what are you on? What you on, bro?
It's, Nikola Jokic. And it's not like he just does this in the regular season. He does this in the playoffs, too.
That's how you won a chip, bro. He did a step back fade on 3-pointer on Anthony Davis and did it so nonchalantly. I said, bro, what is wrong with you?
Triple-double.
Is that what y'all do in Serbia?
And on 29 minutes a game.
Yeah, all right. On to the next. I don't want to talk no more. On to the next.
All right, let's get to the game then. All right?
All right, let's do it.
We're going to do the same thing we did with the NFL, with the all-time players, and basically drafting a team, but with the NBA.
Basketball.
And we're going to do it with the point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward,
And center.
And a center and a six man. All right. So same concept. All time players, and obviously we're not going to go in order. So let's do this.
All right.
I am more confident in this because I know way more players.
Yeah, that's okay, buddy. That's
I
okay.
know way more players.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Your first pick will be from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Oh, I don't even think this is a question. You got two options.
I do have two options, but I'm gonna go with. I have to. All right. Now it's a matter of where do I put him. So I'm gonna.
Yo, don't do no F.
I'm going to because he was way more scrawny and he was more of.
Yo, can you like relax?
Okay, he was way more scrawny and he played. You could say he was between 2 and 3, but I'm gonna put him at the 2. Give me Kevin Durant. And the reason why I say Kevin Durant is because he is a 2 right now on the Rockets. So I'm allowed to say it. I'm allowed to say it.
Don't talk to me no more.
Go ahead.
All right, my pick will be from. Never mind, you can talk to me again. I'm not gonna lie. My pick will be from the San Antonio Spurs, and I'm gonna pick the greatest power forward of all time. I'm gonna pick Tim Duncan.
Okay.
I could have went two ways. I honestly was gonna go either Wemby or Tim Duncan because Kawhi would have been my third choice, but we'll see how it goes.
Now I'm really glad I put KD at the 2.
Yeah, because you know what would have happened. He would have made him his little.
It would have been a good matchup.
I know. All right, your next pick though will be from the Brooklyn Nets. I don't think people might think this is a bad one. If you know ball, this ain't a bad one.
I have a couple of options. Okay.
I think you have two.
I do have 2. I have 2. I have exactly 2. Can I say what the 2 are in my head?
Yes.
Between Jason Kidd and Vince Carter. Those are my 2. Who are the 2 you were thinking of?
I'm not going to tell you.
You're thinking of Kyrie Irving?
I'm not going to tell you.
I wouldn't have done Kyrie off the
No.
Nets.
Say who you want. Say who you want.
Okay.
Before I say what you should have did.
Let's see. Who are you thinking?
Don't worry about it.
Are you thinking Dr. J? I'm kind of curious. He didn't play on the Nets in the NBA. That was in the ABA.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess you can give him that. Just like how Jaden Daniels wasn't technically a Redskin.
Oh, my God. Yeah, dude. Dr. J was in the ABA for the Nets.
Okay, I'll give that to you.
So, okay.
Okay, then
Give me Vince Carter. And I'm going to put him at the 3.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. A little smaller at the bottom, but it's okay. All right, so Vince Carter and Kevin Durant.
It's going to be a really weird team.
Now I'm going to do Timmy D. And let me get from the Minnesota Timberwolves. I can't do that, though. Ooh, that would have been tough. But no, I'm not going to take the risk on it. Let me get Anthony Edwards at my 2.
That's not bad. I wouldn't have been upset if you put KG at the 5.
Nah.
He's 6'10". It could have worked.
Nah, because I got something planned. I got confidence. Let me put him at my 2.
Okay.
All right. For your next pick, you have the Philadelphia 76ers.
See, now I could pick Dr. J if I wanted to, but I'm not. So
I know you're going to pick.
Do you, though?
No, I don't. No, I'm actually scared of who you're going to pick. You're really going to do some weird stuff.
I should piss you off, but I'm not.
Don't do that. Just don't piss me off.
All right, so if I were to piss you off, I was going to pick Moses Malone, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is I'm going to pick Allen Iverson, and I'm putting him at the point.
Okay. There you go. That would have pissed me off. I'm happy you know that. So, like, I got Ant and I got Timmy D. Who's going to be added to it?
I got AI, KD, and Vince at the 3.
I got the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let me get LeBron James at the 3.
You're not going to put him at the 1?
Watch this.
I'm being serious. That wouldn't have been a bad idea.
I'm being serious.
That
Cleveland
2018
LeBron.
LeBron.
2018 LeBron. Cool. Everybody could be naive and put him at the 3. Nah.
You could have put him at the 1.
Nah. Let me put that boy at the 3.
All right.
Let me put that boy at the 3.
All right.
Because guess what? Whoever goes against me, he gonna eat.
Okay.
And it's nice to have another pass first point guard on top of a guy that's dominant scoring and passing and rebounding.
That's fair.
So that I got Anthony Edwards, LeBron James, and Timmy D.
And I have Allen Iverson, Kevin Durant, and Vince Carter. Let's go.
And your next pick will be from the Phoenix Suns.
Oh, I need a 4. Give me Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley, good pick. Okay. So my next pick will be from the Houston Rockets. So here's where it gets trolly. Let me get James Harden at the 1.
Huh? What?
You heard me.
Hakeem! He was right there for the taking.
Nah. I know what I want. Let me get James Harden at the 1. I got something cooking, and you gonna hear.
Okay.
All right.
I need a 5 and a 6 man.
I need a 5 and a 6 man too. You're the Utah Jazz. No, I'm playing. It's the Los Angeles Lakers.
Give me Shaquille O'Neal, baby. Give me Shaquille O'Neal.
All right.
So how's your plan going?
It's going spectacular. I got the Sacramento Kings.
What, you gonna take DeMarcus Cousins?
Low key, that's not bad. I ain't gonna lie. That like Boogie Cousins was mad dominant, but nah. Let me get Chris Webber as my 6 man.
Okay, that's smart. You
right.
could have put DeMarcus Cousins as a 6 man too. In all honesty,
No.
Okay.
Because I got a plan. It's gonna work out in my favor.
Who's stopping Shaq?
And your last pick
Who's stopping Shaq?
is gonna be a 6 man from the Memphis Grizzlies.
I have options though. Okay, so I have.
Morant. No, I'm sorry.
All right. I have a lot of scorers, and Kevin Durant can play defense. Shaq obviously can play defense. I don't have any passers. Obviously, Allen Iverson really couldn't play defense. He was more of a scorer. So I'm gonna go for a more taller area, and I'm gonna pick Tony Allen.
Okay.
As my 6 man.
One of the best defenders in that era, bro. Nobody will ever argue that.
I was thinking Mike Conley, but I was like, I'm gonna go Tony Allen.
That's
because
phenomenal.
I need someone a little taller.
And my last pick will be from the San Antonio Spurs. Let me get Victor Wembanyama instead of David Robinson, because here's the thing that we're going to do. Now, this team, you may call me crazy, and you may say, Trey, what were you thinking? And I'm gonna put you on game. My point guard is James Harden.
Okay, let's go band for band.
Okay, James Harden point guard.
Allen Iverson point guard.
Okay, shooting guard Anthony Edwards.
Kevin Durant.
Okay, LeBron James.
Next.
No,
I had Vince Carter.
Okay, Tim Duncan.
What did I have mine for? I'm having a brain fart. Oh, Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley would out-rebound Tim Duncan.
Yeah, but guess what he wouldn't do?
He wouldn't be able to defend him, but that's fine.
Okay, so next up, we have Wemby versus Shaq.
So
Shaq is going to drop a lot of points on him, but guess what?
Don't forget, Shaq was a good perimeter defender too.
He was. But
okay.
Guess what? You're not perimeter defending 7'5", bro. That's 3. And guess what? Shaq's going to have to help. Because you can't guard. You got to pick your poison with this team. You know what I mean? And then.
See, I got an idea. You see, here's my idea though. You ready for this? Hold on. You ready for this? Because I have my 6 man, and in those schemes, I'm a sub AI out and put Tony Allen in. I'm having scoop right in.
And guess what? As he's scooping right in and everybody's exhausted and gas, Chris, get your ass in the game.
Oh my God.
And that's when you get a walking bucket off the bench. Ball game.
You got the better team. But you guys really... Oh, my God. I just realized. I didn't see this. Jokic had 55 against the Clippers.
All right. So, yeah, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
But I think you guys win. You guys... no. You know what? I still think my team can compete, though. You guys let us know in the comments. We're going to post this, obviously, on TikTok as well. And we're going to post a lot of the clips on TikTok and YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. But that's going to be it for this episode of the Pink and Max podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you guys so much. And we can't wait to talk to you guys next week. Peace.
See you guys later.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.